We're at the Jim Samara Ranch on Montebello Road, and it's been a great block of Chardonnay for us, very productive, and unfortunately it's right in the middle of a Pierce's disease zone in the Santa Cruz Mountains here. So this particular block of Chardonnay is about 5,000 vines, and we have lost right now about 1,800. Every missing vine here was dead from Pierce's disease. I always say vines are a little bit like kids. You want all of them to succeed, and it really sucks when one of them has a disease where the best remedy is to remove it. Right now, if we have a vine that shows Pierce's disease symptoms, we flag it and we rogue it. It's about $50,000 to $60,000 an acre to replant.
This is a historic vineyard. This is a historic winery. Their vines are 80, 100 years old. You just can't, replant that. You have to try to take every means necessary to keep those vines alive. They're growing some challenging varieties in challenging areas, completely surrounded by native flora. You have Pierce's disease scattered willy-nilly at random out there.
In the early 90s, the conventional strategy was to try to kill the vector with an insecticide, and so we did that for a few years, and then we decided that that wasn't ecologically good.
Ridge is organic. They don't have the option of treating with an insecticide. And now to have the technology to identify a liquid organic product that can attack a bacteria and kills it, it's amazing.
This is the Cuadrado Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a pretty healthy block. Doesn't need water or much of anything to grow nicely. This time of year, if you see a shoot tip still making new leaves, it's a good sign that you got a pretty vigorous location. Within a healthy vineyard, you'll have 3 to 4 to 5 vines that are extremely symptomatic and aren't going to make it. But we have our blue flag vines surrounding this hot spot that we are injecting as a buffer. And these vines, all the buffer vines have been holding up, nothing symptomatic.
So it was hard in this block because we had such a severe infection rate. There's no real hot spot, it's just scattered throughout the block, which is why this is a great candidate for doing an entire block injection. And we actually have almost 12 and a half acres on this ranch of Chardonnay that we're treating every single vine.
This is the way Kyle and I want all the vines to look.
Here's a vine that got injected and it's just now popping buds.
Here's another vine that has half of it is definitely hit with PD, but they still haven't flamed out yet. This half is holding up, so if we can keep that productive, that half, then next year we can throw a cane both ways and have a fully productive vine. That's the goal. Every vine has been treated 3 times this year, and the vines have never looked better. And this has been a dry year. We're at about 50% of our normal rainfall. These are unirrigated vines, and they're looking great. So I think that part is a lot to do with the injections that we've done. If we can get it so that this vineyard is productive without having to replace vines, if I can get these vines to live for 50 years, that would be awesome.
Seeing it work and seeing it bear out, it's amazing. There's a whole lot of good that can come from this.